honorable members of this committee led by Senator Aquilino Pimentel, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, the presiding officer, Senator Robin Hood C. Padilla, the PNP, ladies and gentlemen, mayong hapon sa inyong tanan. On behalf of my fellow Dabaweños, we welcome the Senate Committee on Justice and Human Rights and the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs to Davao City. We are honored to have our esteemed senators elected by millions of Filipinos here today to help us seek answers and clarity on the recent happenings at the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound in line with the PNP's implementation of an arrest warrant against specific individuals. On August 24, 2024, at least 2,000 PNP personnel led by General Nicolas Torre III and acting under the directives of PNP Chief General Romel Marbil entered the KOJC compound supposedly to serve an arrest warrant. However, what appears to be an arrest operation has already turned into a siege as PNP personnel have been occupying the said private property without proper authority, raising serious concerns about the legitimacy of the operation. The 13-day operation at the KOJC compound has raised questions from citizens on the integrity and legality of the said operations. Are these operations being done by the PNP still within the bounds of the law? Are the rights of the Filipinos being respected and protected? These are the critical questions that demand answers. The Senate hearing is an opportunity not only for us Dabaweños but for all Filipinos to understand why these events are unfolding in this manner. If the PNP, the very institution that is mandated to uphold the law, is the one who violates it, where can the ordinary citizen turn for justice and protection? Who will defend the rights of those who are powerless? We respect the implementation of any warrant as long as it is within the law and does not trample on the constitutional rights of others. It is our firm belief that the pursuit of justice must never come at the expense of fairness and due process. Dabaweños are peace-loving people, and we take immense pride in our city's long-standing peace and order, which we all worked hard to sustain over the years. This is a product of the great collaboration among the law enforcement agencies, the LGU, and the public. We are committed to maintaining this harmony, and we will continue working towards a safe, peaceful Davao City for all. Mr. Chair, esteemed members of this committee, I thank you once again for this opportunity. We just want answers. We look forward to a productive and insightful discussions. Daghang salamat. May hapon sa inyong tanan. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mayor Duterte.
The narrative.
May I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Why that's funny?
Ngayon po, andito tayo sa parte na hinukay nila, no? So, ito yung hinukay nila. Daan, mo to siyang daan. So,
sample tayo na yung lumang
okay. So, kumukuha tayo ng semento, sample ng lupa at saka yung original na hukay, ay original na semento. Napaka-dry. Ito, basa. Ito, tinakpan lang nila, basa pa. So, i-compare natin yung semento rito na tinakip nila at saka yung semento rito. Ayan. Ito yung original na semento. Original na semento. Ito yung semento na hinukay nila. Ay, basa pa. Basa pa. Basa pa.
lambot. Kanina yung walang alikabok eh. Doon ang daming alikabok eh.
Oo.
Saka, makikita natin mamaya, Yung paglagay nila ng bakal, standard.
Substandard.
Putol-putol na
Basta lang mailagay.
Ito yung magdana na ginamit nila. Bidinta yan.
Ito yung hagdan na ginamit. Tapos yung bakal, iba yung...
Makikita natin mamaya dyan kung ano. Pagtawagan natin yung standard ng pagkakalagay na.
So ito yun tuyong-tuyo. Diba? Makikita natin yung klase ng bakal. Ito po yung bakal dito. Kasi... Ha?
Tapos ito, traded rod. Lalo nito yung
Tinanggal lang doon. Ayun.
Yan yung mga hagdanan,
Hagdan. Ito yung hagdan. Ito yung yan, hagdan. Ito yung hagdan. So makikita natin, basta na lang talaga minadali yung trabaho para hindi mahuli ang kalokohan nila. Ito ito yun. Ito yung hagdan. Yan yung hagdan, tapos ito. Ebidensya. Yung upuan, nandiyan lang, mamaya papakita natin. Ito. May nakita pang sigarilyo sa hukay. Ayan, ganyan po katindi. Madumi, talaga minadali lang tong area na ito. 'Di ba? Ngayon, kung meron silang talagang hinahanap dito at legal yung ginagawa nila, bakit nila tatakpan? 'Di ba? Simple lang eh. Alam mo, basang-basa, makikita mo basang-basa ha. Kung illegal yung ginagawa nila, bakit nila tinatakpan? Ito yung upuan at pinakita natin yung picture kanina nasa ilalim ng hukay.
Yan yung ano.
Di ba parehas?
May lupa pa yung paa ng
may lupa pa. Ayan. Ganyan pa katindi. Ang tanong natin, dito kay Torre, pwede puntahan. Ang tanong natin kay Torre, bakit tinakpan agad? Diba? Kung tama yung ginagawa ninyo, hindi nyo itatago. Kahit tingnan ng pulis, kahit tingnan ng senador, kahit tingnan ng presidente, kung tama yan, titindig yan. Pero kaya nyo tinakpan dahil alam nyo may mali kayong ginagawa. Alam nyo may illegal. Kaya ang tanong, Torre, may hukay pa dito o wala? Ganun lang eh. At alam ko, tatanungin yan sa Senado under oath. Torre, may hukay ka bang ginawa dito o wala? Then, hahayaan natin ang husgado pagdating ng iyong mga demanda kung anong gagawin nila. Bagamat, alam naman natin kung ano makakahinat na nito. No? So maraming anomalyang nangyari. Itong lugar na ito ay hindi pinapasukan na dapat lahat ng ebidensya makukuha at titingnan nila dito, dapat may kasamang tao. Ang tawag nga doon ay transparency. Pero bakit? Hindi nyo kami pinapasok. Ultimo yung mga members ng KOJC na dito nakatira at kanila ito, hindi nyo pinapasok. Diba? Sana...
the narrative.
May I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Why that's funny?
Mga partner, hindi pa nakontento doon si Torre at iginiit na walang halong politika ang kanilang operasyon dito sa loob ng ating compound. Bagay na atin naman agad na pinabulaanan.
Hindi ito politikal. Huwag natin haluan ng politika ito. Wala itong politika rito. Ito ay patas na pag-i-implement ng warrant of arrest. Gaya na napakaraming tao ngayon sa loob ng mga pulungan dito sa Davao City at sa iba pang parte ng bansa.
As to his other declaration na walang halong politika ito, kanyang opinion yon. Na ang amin naman is parang meron talaga. No? Kasi hindi ko maintindihan bakit itong great obsession na nangyayari ngayon na you would spend so much. Ilang tao pa kakainin mo dito araw-araw? 3,000, 4,000 sila, no? Spend so much, yung balik-balik ko na, yung mga terorista nga na marami nang napatay, convicted na ni ang PNP wala ngang ginawang mga wala ngang ginawang hakbang para madakip ito sila. Doon sa West Philippine Sea, no? Doon ang problema talaga. Hindi naman tayo nag-assemble ng ganito karami ng mga pulis para at least yung specific areas na kiniklaim natin ay hindi claim ng iba, no? So, yun duda namin.
The narrative.
May I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Why that's funny?
Organization.
Yes, Your Honor.
And considering, Madam Chair, that it is a religious sect, and I believe the CHR knows that several thousands of PNP members trooped to their compound and stayed there for several days already, and I think up to today they're still there. Did you happen to investigate whether there are civil rights violated by the members of the PNP in encamping in their compound?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, the Commission is investigating the incidents concerning the KOJC, Your Honor.
What did you find out initially?
The field, or our regional office, is still conducting its investigation, and we expect the regional office to submit its recommendation the soonest, Your Honor. And yes, I agree with you that there are several rights that may be involved here. One of which is, as you mentioned, the religious freedom of the KOJC members, and there may be other civil liberties that may be affected, Your Honor.
Yes, and earlier, Madam Chair, we noted that the CHR acceded to one of our interpellators' proposition that preventive is the better side of the CHR's function, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And before everything else happened, like what you said, that there might have been several acts already done in violation of their civil and political rights, did you not bother to at least post some of your members or anybody there even before the events unfolded so that we could have prevented most of it, if not all?
We had, Your Honor. In fact, we assigned at least 3 investigators in the area, Your Honor, as early as September 1.
Did they have the power to restrain or even advise the members of the PNP as to the action that they should do in relation to possible violations of their political and civil rights?
They have no power to prevent, Your Honor, but they can advise the state actors.
Did they advise the state actors?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact...
and what did the state actors do after being advised?
And as we all know, Your Honor, they proceeded.
Considering, Madam Chair, that it is a religious denomination, I would surmise that the worship services were interrupted. Some activities connected with the religious belief might have been interrupted. And these are serious violations of their political and civil rights. Maybe like marriage are being celebrated in that compound, baptism probably, anything you might think, activities that is related to their faith. And today, that is still existing. I think they're still prevented from doing that. What does the CHR intend to do or have done in the first place?
Our regional office, Your Honor, is currently investigating the situation, monitoring the situation, and in fact, we already...
Investigating and monitoring, Mr. Chair,
different ones, Your Honor.
Is not good enough. Considering the unfolding of events in several days and continuing up to today. I think CHR should do something.
The next performance will start momentarily.